help nobody else. How the fuck you say it's love when you don't even love yourself? Feel I'm locked inside a cage, young and full of rage. Never say no names, the only way that I was raised. Pocket full of change, failing on my grades. Lost my granny, how you leave before I got to hit the stage? Took some L's so I could win. Lord forgive my sins. My mommy used to tell me that these niggas weren't my friends. You took all that I could give, your love was all pretend. My heart was stuck on lock, I still regret I let you in. Came for sleeping in a cub. Alrighty, we were just chilling here, taking some videos of the car, and had a nice sheriff drive by. Just want to say hello, see what's up, and he's a really cool guy. This is first video, I think it's November 17th or something. I'm not exactly 100% sure because I don't pay attention. And this is my first video. I've never, I've always thought about, what if I start a YouTube channel, because I've always thought about it. I've seen a lot of content creators and I always love watching their videos growing up. For example, Eliminate, Young Static, Zosh, Midori John, all these content creators I looked up to. Seekers, but I'm just out here, so I think it's time that I start this channel, maybe grow it. To be honest, it's mainly for myself and all that, but alrighty, let's get straight into it because I'm not gonna waste you guys' time, to be honest. Or let's just not say that. Anyways, first of all, this car was completely stock when I got it. When I was, like I said, about 15 and a half years old. Car was never JDM front. To be honest, the car was just lowered. Had stock exhaust, stock engine bay, interior was completely stock, 4-lug. My dad did shave the side moldings. Beforehand, but he never had a wing. I was the first person that drilled holes for the wing. So the car was bone stock. The first ever mod that I ever did was NRG steering wheel / quick release, which I don't have anymore, but that was my first modification for the car, and I was super happy, And now I got a Momo and another NRG. To be honest, I think it's a good setup. I love it. My second ever mod was the Skunk 2 shift knob. Boom. And I still got that. Well, actually, it got stolen, and my boy Adrian let me his because he has 2 of them. Anyways, I always loved the fact that the JDM Integra kind of looks similar to Honda Accord. So the second ever thing I ever did was put this Honda Accord badge I got from the junkyard. Just a little inside joke or whatever. People might not like it or whatnot, But that's what I personally, do. I like to be a little funny about it. And then I got the stickers here. Got Rem. To be honest, I was into anime, the ReZero anime for a while, but this was a long time ago. I don't know, it's kinda almost about to go, it's about to fall off, but I'm not gonna take it off. Once it falls off, then I won't have another sticker like it or whatever. I'll just leave it off, to be honest. And then I got this from an anime expo. Kind of drive like a baka. I don't know. That's just how I am, Come around. This sticker's the dragon, the original dragon sticker that my dad made, and that's a big part of cars now. Another Rem sticker. And I'm always thirsty for boba. Don't forget that. To be honest, I like Thai tea. Sometimes with or without boba, but That's what I got going on. I really wanted to change the sound of the car, so I went through a few exhausts, and one of my first videos of like modifying the car for its drivability or sound and all that, just to enjoy it more, was a DC header I got from swap meet. Ended up getting a DC header for my, LS/B series, B18, B1, all that, just stock, right? I ended up putting that headers on. To be honest, it kind of sounded the same with the stock cat and stock catback. But then I ended up getting a Skunk 2 Alpha V2 headers. I ended up test piping a few times, and a a Skunk 2 Alpha catback. And that, to be honest, that was very loud, but it was quiet. It was decent. I think I also had a Gotti exhaust. That thing was a fart can. I don't recommend putting fart cans on your car, because Hondas, they have a distinct tone when you have like a decent exhaust. So don't ruin that, But now I still have the Skunk 2 Alpha V2 headers and test pipe, but now I got a Buddy Club Spec 2 exhaust, complete exhaust. Zoom in on that. Boom. Sheesh. Oh yeah. Go VTEC. Anyways, I think my 16th or 17th birthday, I was like, I want VTEC. Everybody I know has VTEC except me, right? At the time. So I ended up meeting my uncle. He had a spare B16 EM1 SI VTEC head. It wasn't bare, but it needed valves and it needed a lot of stuff like cams and stuff like that. And I ended up working on that head for like a month, and I slapped it the same week it was my birthday. And I ended up driving LS VTEC without VTEC connected, because I didn't have an ECU at the time. I was broke, obviously. And that was pretty fun, because I could just look at my car. Obviously it wasn't hitting VTEC or nothing. It wasn't cracking VTEC or nothing, but I popped the hood and said I got VTEC. To be honest, this is where I got into the JDM front scene when I did my LS VTEC. I did a JDM front with the Mugen bumper that I got from Fresno. Poor quality. I got the fenders and core support from Junkyard at the pick and pull, right? And I got a VIS carbon hood with a fat hood exit hole in it. But we ended up patching it up. To be honest, it doesn't look too bad, but I sold that because I'd rather have a Shift Sports vented hood. Come on now, stop playing. Yeah, around that time, this is when it really picked up. I started buying and trading and doing all these things on Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace is the GOAT. I ended up getting the Type R interior, most of the Type R interior from my uncle. He helped me out. He got these rear seats for me. That was from Antica. He got the door cards as well, and climate control. To be honest, the interior is pretty complete. I got a carbon Kevlar spoon type replica kind of seat, if you want to call it. I have Type R cluster, JDM Type R cluster, Type R, pretty much everything around here. Boom. Even got the armrest delete. Switches. Boom. Zoom in. Thank you. And it just kicked off. I just was doing everything. Like every week I was like, I want to do this, I want to do this. And then just buy, sell, trade. You got it. I ended up pretty much taking every single nut and bolt off this car. I did a 5 lug conversion. And it's funny because this 5 lug conversion, it's very accessible, but you really just gotta know what you're doing, I also have Type R wheels that I bought, but these are even cooler. These are Euro R's from a Honda Accord. I think it's CL1 Honda Accord. They're 16s, 16 by 6.5, I think. I need spacers. That's gonna be something that I'll probably record as well in the future. And yeah, 5 lug. Obviously, you can see J front, 5 lug, Type R interior, and there's a lot going on underneath the hood as well. But let's just continue on the exterior. I've to be honest, I went through a lot of headlights, and these are headlights I restored myself. I need to repolish them because they're starting to fade. But one of the cleanest sets that I have. So I ended up getting this C-West bumper. And I was like, I really love the C-West bumper, you know, because I've had the Mugen, and the Mugen is just not it's not my type, you know. So I ended up buying the C-West bumper. It finally came in after months of waiting, and I was like, you know what? That's so cool. Why can't I just look at hard, you know, and find maybe the rest of the C-West kit? Because, like, you know, I like to complete what I start. And also, I really love the C-West kit too. Recently, I think about 6 months ago, I found this rear bumper in San Jose. Yes. The Bay Area. Got the C-West bumper. Oh, can't forget, by the time I was doing 5 lug, Type R interior, all this and that, I got these side skirts as well. These are just some, they're not like no name brand, but they look pretty cool. They kind of match the C-West kit. They have their own like look to it, which is interesting because on this side, I've put the real C-West kit, and I don't know. People say they like it. People say, oh, the other side's better. I'm just gonna leave it like this because, hey, now I can, you know, just look at this side and be like, okay, I got C-West, I like it. And then I can look at this side and be like, well, I got this other side. How do you like that side now? You know? And I also got this Voltex wing. Boom. Voltex replica wing. It's just like fiberglass. And it's funny because this car is an RS originally, but it's an RS Special Edition, which means it actually did have a moonroof. I ended up cutting this from a junkyard car, which was an RS, and welding it in here, and obviously it's not the best quality, but I want to redo it again one day, in the future. I'm probably yapping a lot because there's so much more to talk about, but I ended up getting this Shift Sports, original Shift Sports hood from up north, close to Sacramento area. And I like the vent. That's what I really love because it matches the rest of the kit. It really does. I also got this hood bra, which covers the hood pins, which I really like too. Oh yeah, I'm loving it. C Weston right there. Shout out to William. Let's go. Oh, also the Voltex sticker as well. Custom. All that. Like I said, there's so much things I'm probably missing, but it's alright. There's a lot of history on this car. I think next I'll get into the engine bay. Let's get straight into it. Alrighty, here we go. Engine bay review. Sheesh. It's not really a review. This thing's been recorded so many times. Anyways, let's go over it. I have I have messed with this engine bay a lot, to be honest. I think the only thing that's original still is like the brake booster, the fan, the power steering pump. Obviously, this the rack, that's original. Besides that, and the fuse box, I'm not gonna touch the fuse box. Everything's been touched. Right now, I've got a B18 C1 from a GSR, and my B16 head as well is still here. I'm running a LS tranny because I blew up my B16 tranny that I built that had LSD. To be honest, I'm not really good at transmissions. It was a trial and error thing, and I blew it up, smashed it into second, dumped the clutch, and just the diff ring gear just exploded. I don't know if I needed spacers or something, but that sucks, you know. You can see the Skunk 2 Alpha headers that I have. To be honest, this engine bay is really dirty. I need to clean it. I haven't cleaned this engine bay in a while, you know. Just been driving this thing. It's my daily. No ABS. That's one thing I love about the RS. No ABS. I don't have AC, so I'm always burning in this car. I'm over here with windows rolled down at all times almost. I kind of don't mind it either though. I have, like I said, pretty much stock bottom block, dual valve springs, B16 cams, and Skunk 2 intake manifold, AM fuel rods. It's pretty much a stock build. I'm probably pushing no more than 170, to be honest, maybe even 160. Hasport mounts. I don't even know what rating these are, but I love the Hasports. They're kind of beat up, but it's all right. I got this Gotti bar off Facebook Marketplace. To be honest, everything's off Facebook Marketplace, like the Skunk 2 intake manifold. I got that from a guy in a trade. This AM fuel rail, I got that from a family friend, kinda, Joe. I have a Skunk 2 oil cap. I got that from the junkyard on my birthday. It was on an RSX, and why would I pass it up, you know? I have a Mishimoto radiator. Got that from my uncle. Fresh. Appreciate it. I have Skunk 2 cam gears. Those look really nice. Too bad you can't see it very much. Toda timing belt. You know, it's all just things that were available to me that I've been collecting through the process, so I put it onto this car. I welded this plate, this Gotti. It has a sticker, it's not original Gotti, but I welded this plate based off of a Gotti plate that I ended up buying, and it's the exact same copy, the same style. I just welded the hood pins to it so I can bolt and unbolt if I want a hood latch or no hood latch. You can see the Mishimoto radiator down there. I got a story on this one. This intake, it's a password JDM. I found that in the garbage, the trash can, at a swap meet. Ended up finding the trash can when I was like 10 years old or 11 years old. I was like, hey, it's carbon fiber. I seen it poking out, and I was like, what the heck, carbon fiber in the trash? I seen it, I was like, that's really cool. I asked my dad, I was like, can I have it? And he's like, it's trash, whatever. Just, if you want it, pick it up, hold it. Because obviously, he's not gonna hold it. I ended up picking it up. It sat in my backyard for like 4 years until I was like, hey, don't I have an intake for this car? And I guess I do, because hey, it's perfectly fit for this car. I'm pretty sure it is for Integra. Small things like NGK wires, eBay, Amazon, VTEC solenoid. I hot wired the VTEC to the ECU so I don't have to run the pressure switch. I'm a YouTube mechanic, what can I say? I just watch everything on YouTube. The theme is red and blue, kinda. Yeah, there's not too much that I want to do. Obviously, the project's never ain't gonna end, but engine bay wise, I'm just gonna drive it and leave it alone until something, you know, goes up. Suspension wise, I want to get 1-inch spacers to bring out this wheel. as well as the rear. Look at that. Oh, heck no. So I'm gonna get a 1-inch spacer for that, so the wheel pops out a little bit more. And probably like a paint job. I painted this car myself when I was younger. And well, this paint job, this red, I've done it recently, like maybe about like a year ago. Which is nice because hey, it's one color, has some clear to it. But the bodywork, I did not do bodywork on this car. So definitely gotta probably repaint it one day. I don't know. There's not too many Hondas out there like this. So I like to like, it's not that I'm bringing it back. It's just, I love those style, those era of Hondas. Like you ever see those circuit racing, like when they're out in Japan on the circuit racing these cars. There's a blue Integra C West kit that I really love. And it has the C West front bumper, side skirts, and rear. And also a Voltex wing. And that's kind of where I got my inspiration to do that. Was that car. There's going to be plenty of videos that, you know, I'll probably be making. Like I said, this is just the intro, just the briefing, just a little background of what I got going on and what history the car's been through, kinda. What I've done to the car mainly. But we'll probably be making some vlogs, edits, just stuff like that, small things in the future. Like I said, I appreciate everybody that's helped me, everybody that supports me, everybody, you know, that's around. And I gotta shout them out too, because like I said, doing things by yourself is fun, stuff like that, but like when you got family and friends around, the vibes just on a whole nother level. So like I said, I appreciate all those people in my life that are there. Alrighty, later.
Pop out, did you make this?